Hey ladies and gentlemen, if I ask how you're doing, I hope the answer is well. And today, a great thing has just happened. Something amazing, something fucking spectacular. I don't know why I'm hyping it up, because you've already seen the thumbnail. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Yandere Dev is getting cancelled, fuck yeah. So a little bit of background in case you have absolutely no idea what the hell I'm talking about. If you do, why the hell did you click on the video? But, you know, fair you. I'll let you do your thing. Here's a story. Back in 2014, this motherfucker named Alex just came out of the woodworks and said, hey, I'm gonna make a sort of a mix between Persona and Hitman. We're gonna have Hitman gameplay styles and have an anime like a Persona game and have like the school life aspect of the game. And that was fine and dandy. Markiplier and all the other YouTubers started playing it. It was Markiplier and everyone copied him, like always, but no shade there, no shade there. I love you, Mark. Please respond to my fucking emails, Mark. So this morning I woke up and I looked at Twitter because I hate myself, and I saw a trending hashtag, and usually it's something like, I don't know, like fuck Trump or Black Lives Matter, valid things. But today we saw something very goddamn valid, RIP Yandere Dev. Now, this has been going on for a few days apparently, actually, but basically people are sort of starting to notice how big of a piece of shit he is. I actually have an older video that I may or may not bother to link in the description, but it's on my channel. If you just look back a few videos, you'll find it. It's the Consume the Chalice video. Anyway, so basically people have started to realize all the shit he does, like how he's bad at coding, how he's a piece of shit, how he's literally a pedophile, how the game will never be finished, how basically everything is fucking wrong with this man, how and another pretty big one, how he sort of swindles children out of all their parents' money, which is not a good thing, not the worst thing on that list, but it's one that kind of annoys me a whole lot. But people started to notice this, and I don't think I've actually made that clear enough. Let's go over all the shit that he's done, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? So let's just straight away start with how terrible he is at coding, and quite simply, well, let's look at these screenshots. Here's one right here from really early in games development, and here's one from the current build. Do you notice any difference? No, you don't. Because he hasn't changed anything. In the last 6 years, there has been very little to no progress actually made in the game, and you might be thinking, what about all these things that he's adding? What about all this? Yeah, the issue there is that doesn't actually further the progression of the game. It actually just clogs up the timeline of the game, makes things worse, and just means that it's never actually going to get to completion because he keeps adding menial bullshit. If you buy the game, which I never suggest you do, you'll see very clearly that the game doesn't have a story mode, which is strange considering it's been 6 years and it's still just an empty sandbox. Okay. You'll also notice that the first antagonist isn't in the game. Literally, the beginning section of the game, the very beginning, isn't in the game after 6 years of hard, grueling, 8 hours a day work. Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? Masturbating to the teenage girls who are in your fucking game? Oh wait, yeah, I guess we should probably talk about that, huh? Yeah, so there are a lot of allegations of him being an absolute fucking pedophile, and they're true. They're pretty much all true. First of all, I guess we should talk to the more pressing issue, less pressing issue. We'll talk about the more important one afterwards. But in his game, you may or may not notice that they're all children in that game, but a large part of what you're supposed to do, apparently, I don't know, I've never bought the game, but I've seen gameplay of it, and a big part is knocking children out and taking images of their underwear. Like a fucking pedophile. And yeah, he'll say, no. These girls are all 18 despite what is said on the wiki or in the actual game. Yes, that is actually said. That is a disclaimer on the game, that despite what you might hear in the game, or on the official wiki, all of these people are of age. Even, you know, one of the main antagonists that also isn't in the game, you know, considering that none of the antagonists are in the game, but the younger sister of your actual senpai, I hate that I said that word, the actual younger sister, who is 2 years younger, even though the senpai is 18, making her 16, which is not of age. I mean, it is in the UK, but not where you're from, and, you know, it's a bit weird. And then, you know, there's obviously the second example of, you know, him literally admitting to that it should be, you know, okay to fuck a 14-year-old child. So Yandere Dev had, previous to the encounter that brought all of this allegations forward, said that he likes the idea of a sex license, which, out of context, is the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. But in context, it's a bit horrible. Basically, he has this idea of abolishing the age of consent, and if someone can pass this test, then they're allowed to have sex. They get the sex license. And besides the fact that on any goddamn test you can just fucking cheat, that doesn't mean that it's okay to have sex. The age of consent is there for a goddamn reason, you know? Like, fucking... Do I have to explain why this is fucking stupid? As well as that, there's one other thing that I want to get to before the big last thing that I want to talk about. It's just the fact that, you know, he's generally a shitty person, and if anyone says something ever so slightly not dick-suckish to him, he assumes they're a troll, bans them from it, or even in one case just tells someone to fucking kill themselves, because, you know, that's just acceptable behaviour, you know? That's... When you're losing an argument, when you're trying to, you know, make someone see your side of the pond, or I guess whatever, that's exactly how you fucking do that. That's just, yeah, smart, yeah, well fucking done, well done. But the last thing I want to talk about in this video, I'll probably remake that big long video, because all of my old content is not only shit, but so's my new ones, but it's slightly better, so I'd like to just redo it, as well as that Halo Infinite video that I literally just uploaded. It's a pile of dog shit, honestly, it kind of is, but I kind of felt like I needed to just get my thoughts out there, and I can come back to it later. But anyway, basically, there are two games that are like Yandere Simulator. There is Watashi no Mono, I don't know what that means, and Lovesick. Now, these two games are very, very new. They are made by one person each. Both of them are just one-man teams, and both of them were vastly superior to Yandere Dev in like the span of a month or two of them having their first build out. Pre-alpha, by the way, it is vastly superior. Watashi no Mono, actually, I think, was the one that just had a corridor. It was just a corridor. It was just pre-alpha, just getting things working, but it ran so much better than Yandere Simulator. It ran infinitely better, it looked infinitely better, and even the sound design, even everything about it was infinitely better. And I assume that it took Yandere Dev about a year of just stealing assets, because he does that as well, by the way. He steals assets. Nothing in the game is actually his. It's all stolen. Fun fact. He steals all these assets, and it probably took him about a year to get that first build that Markiplier played on YouTube. It probably took him about a year to get that done. But let's just fucking look at this. So, in short, you're asking me to go up to my entire community and say, hey guys, my game was fake the entire time, my coding's bad, and I'm starting from scratch because the game is trash in general. Sorry, you can leave the fanbase now. And then Yandere Dev replied, but this is a DM between the guy who made Lovestruck, I think this one is? I think this one's Lovestruck. And then Yandere Dev replies with, yes, because that's my understanding of the situation, and it would be nothing short of honesty and transparency to admit this to your audience. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. I took people's suggestions. That doesn't mean I'm incompetent or bad at anything. I don't know what to tell you. It's like I'm speaking to people who come from two completely different realities. In one reality, Watashi no Mono is a sham. In the other reality, Watashi no Mono is a genuine attempt at a game. It's a better fucking attempt than you. What I do know is that people feel justified in attacking me, or lose faith in me, or withdraw financial support from me. You don't deserve their fucking financial support. That's the thing I don't understand about people here. I'm sorry to interrupt this, but that's just something that I don't understand about these people. Like, people don't owe you money. No one owes you anything. They're doing this out of the kindness of their heart, and if you cannot keep up to their standards, that's your own fucking fault. Or withdraw financial support from me because they believe that Watashi no Mono, I can't fucking say that name, is proof that I could be doing my job faster. It is. But from what I hear, Watashi no Mono is held together with bubblegum and band. The fucking audacity of this man. Oh my god. Right, I haven't said anything about I vaguely mentioned how bad his coding is in this video, but I want you to know that his coding is so terrible that if I had an RTX 2080, if I had an i7, a 9th gen i7, if I had 32GB of RAM, which granted isn't the best, but it is pretty good, it's pretty damn good. If I had everything, if I was using an SSD, which I do, if I had all of these things, the game would barely run at 50 FPS, right? Take a game that runs infinitely better, and it's a much older, actually, you know what, no, let's take a newer game. Let's say The Witcher 3, for example, just because I know how fast that sort of thing runs. With a build like that game, which is infinitely more complex than Yandere Simulator, would run at about 200 or 300 FPS. Maybe not at the most amazing graphical settings, but you could run it around 200 FPS, right? This game barely reaches 50, barely reaches a quarter of that. It looks like dog shit, it runs like dog shit, and you have the fucking audacity to tell someone that their game is held together with bubblegum and band-aids? You need some fucking help. And you even had to, fucking, I just can't get over that. And you've even had to reboot development from scratch. So if I make a video saying, guys, I don't have enough income, and the response is, you don't deserve income, Watashi no Mono is proof, then I have to follow up by explaining that Watashi no Mono isn't an example of a well-developed game, and it would suck ass to have to do that, since I hate drama and discussing other games. First of all, go fuck yourself. Guys, I don't have enough income, and then you fucking say that the response would be, you don't deserve income. Guess what? You don't. See, if I was in your position, and I just didn't even do anything, see, if I was acting like you, I would have the fucking mental fortitude to understand, yeah, they're right, I don't deserve this money. Because guess what? I wouldn't, and you don't deserve this money. Because you're a little asshole who whines over goddamn everything, and never does his goddamn work. No wonder that you're losing your money. No wonder you aren't making anywhere near as much money as you should. Because you don't deserve it. Because you're an asshole. You're a pedo. You don't know how to code. Nothing you do is helpful. You hate your own fans. Gee, my blood is goddamn fucking boiling. And then he has the audacity to make it sound like a threat. And that would suck ass to have to do that, since I hate drama and discussing other as if you have the fucking ability to ruin his goddamn job, to ruin him. But no one believes in you. The only people you're getting paid from literal children. That's the only people who give you your money, right? You think children are gonna do anything to this guy? Wow. The people who actually like this type of game and who are old enough to understand that you're fucking shit at game development are the people playing Watashi no Mono or Love Struck. I guess not Watashi no Mono anymore, because oh wait, no. I think I said that this was the Love Struck guy. I apologize, I was wrong. This is Watashi no Mono. But just, The fucking audacity of this man, Jesus Christ. We're almost done. The irony isn't lost on me. It's possible that I have an entirely incorrect understanding of the situation. You do. Maybe the volunteers and ex-volunteers I spoke to were exaggerating or mistaken. I've been told that X is 2, which is why I've drawn the conclusion that X plus X is 4. Maybe I've been misinformed about X. You're a dickhead. That's just a fucking prick way of putting it. What I do know is that when people attack me, mistreat me, abuse me, and harass me, their justification is watashi no mono. You're working on a project that is negatively impacting my well-being, and then I ask you, can you please tell these people in your YouTube comments not to be shitty towards me, and you won't even agree to do something as simple and basic as that is humane. And you know that's fair enough, you know, just tell your audience not to send hate to the guy. You know, I don't want you guys to send hate to him if you've made it this far in the video, which I appreciate if you did. Why don't you leave a little like and subscribe? I know you hate when YouTubers tell you that, but it really does mean a lot to me. But then he just replies with, you're literally asking someone else to take down their hard work to better your hard work. He hasn't put a day's hard work in there, but whatever. That's not basic and humane. And he's right, that isn't. Because Yandere Dev is just a little fucking goblin man. He's a little goblin man who just, I hate this man. I hate him so much. I fucking hate him. Now, here's the worst one. The actual drama started a while ago, but I don't feel like talking about it. If you are aware that your project is having so many destructive consequences on another person's life, how can you possibly continue? Don't you see how harmful and damaging this is for me? If the cost of Yandere Simulator was ending a person's life, I'd cancel development. Fuck you. Alex, you self-righteous, disgusting dev. We're not saying that word. You don't say that in a nice household. He's oh my god, he's such a fucking piece of shit. He literally just said to this guy that he would kill himself. That he inadvertently said that he will kill himself if he doesn't take it down. And if you don't see that, I understand how you wouldn't, but just, he's such a fucking piece of shit. Oh my god, I don't know how to end a video.
Someone wrote this song before, and I can tell you where it's from. 4736251 to put my mind at ease.